Good evening everyone, and welcome to the Invictus Racing League, the Realistic Performance League on the Crossplay Edition. I am your main and solo commentator for this evening, Malk. I do apologise for a bit of the grockiness of the voice because I've had a recent cold. So you might not get the 100% voice, so I promise you that. But I hope everyone is all okay, well, and having a fantastic evening. We are going to be at the fantastic track for round 11. You heard that right, round 11, which is the Dutch Grand Prix, and this is going to be an absolute belter, to be fair. And I cannot wait for it, to be fair. I really can't wait for it, and I absolutely loved it. I don't know why it is. It's got that roller coaster ride effect that you'll never forget. And once you got that smooth run, you'd be laughing. You'd be absolutely laughing, to be fair. So here we go, here's your driver standings at the moment. So at the moment we've got Cameron, who's jumped to joint lead with MDJ, who was leading a few races ago. I know I wasn't here last week with the Spanish Grand Prix, but boy, it looked like Cameron and Rudder had a fantastic race at the Spanish Grand Prix at Barcelona, at the Catalunya, to be fair. So 214 points are joined between Cameron and MDJ, so it is neck and neck. But remember, you got Ruddo's in third with 208, so this would be an absolute belter as well. Bruce is in fourth place with 180. You've got Nigel Cash is in fifth with 161. You got Speed Queen is in sixth with 149. You got ARL, the former champion, is in seventh with 143. Keza in eighth with 136. Joe Amston is in ninth with 132. Darrell's in 10th with 117, and the rest are under 117 points. And we've got a few drivers there. Hello to Spud, how you doing, mate? Hope you came well. Having a fantastic evening as well. On the 4th of May 2023. Here are your constructors. Now, this is where it's a little bit of a gap. So here we go. We've got Quick Finishers is in first place at the minute with 388. Andrea Moda is in second with a 357. You got DJ Racing, who's in third place with 350. Rapid Cat is in fourth with 250. Glass Half Full, Tank Half Empty is in fifth with 236. Joint with Win or Be a Nuisance in sixth place with 236. And the rest are under 236 points. And the pressure's on. The absolute pressure is on. So let's go straight in. And I say again, let's go straight into the live scene. And I'll tell you what, oh my god! Oh my god, what a way to start off round 11. We're at the rainy conditions at the Dutch Grand Prix at, oh my days, this is absolutely fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not racing. I promise you that. I'm so glad I am not racing tonight. But this is going to be quite interesting actually with the setup. Now, if it was a strategy that would have been the dry settings, it would have been obviously mediums to be the safe bet, but obviously some people would have gambled to go on the softs to go all the way to the end, probably up to 12 laps. Now, the softs would have lasted about 6 to 10 laps, maybe a bit of a push to 12, if you can manage your tyre wear perfectly. That's a big question. That's a big ask, to be fair. The mediums would have lasted about 15 to 18 laps, because this is a 36 lap race. Remember, guys, this is a 36 lap race, but remember, we've got the sprint first. We've got 12 laps of it. You've got 12 laps of this. So obviously with the it's definitely intermediate conditions, so they will be starting off on the intermediates anyway, so they can last all the way to the end anyway, whatever happens. But then also you got to remember, you've got the opportunity, if it is going to be a dry race near the end, or I've not heard anything from the weather crew just yet, but if we do, we'd love to see, we'd love to see the situation of an unbelievable battles. But we've got a three horse race with 5 races to go, including this, and it's so exciting. You're at the edge of your seat moments for the top 3. Will Cameron keep that consistency going, or MDJ, who will be starting at the back of the grid, from what I've been told. Now, I was speaking to MDJ actually just before we started. He said that even though this was his hometown Grand Prix, he is not confident at all with this track. And it can be the same. Like for British drivers may not be a big fan of the British Grand Prix. They may love it like the Canadian Grand Prix or somewhere else, like the Dutch or somewhere else. So we're going to have a lot of spins galore. And because the track, on this track, if I remembered it right, especially on the first and second sector, it is going to be narrow. It is going to be absolutely narrow. And especially on that long right-hander, I think it was like turn 6 or 8, I can't remember. But it is going to be tricky. These guys in the Realistic Performance League, with different tier drivers, in different cars, they've got to be at their very, very best. They have to be on the ball. If they're not, tough. Because that is, you only get one chance, and you've got to take it, to be fair. But if you like what you've seen so far, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel for all the live racing itself. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight. Will be a massive help. I'll say again, will be a massive help to myself, Mark, on the commentary box, as well as the Invictus Racing League on this YouTube channel as well. Hit that like button for this stream. We will be going straight into the race. There'll be no formation lap, and I wish everyone all the very best of luck. With 5 seconds left, who will win the sprint section of the Dutch Grand Prix? Here we go. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we all go, go, go! Who's at the great start? Who is at the great start? On this Dutch Grand Prix, we've got the 2, Buxton, Cassidy getting around the outside! Oh, no contact. There's a Red Bull that had contact with one of the drivers at the back. Not sure who that was. I think Notchka's going all the way down to 18th now. Yellow flag set to 1. Yellow flag set to 1. Speed Queen, Ginger Tiger also have had some contact, so that is not good news for those drivers. Bruce goes up to 9th. MDJ moves up to 12th now, so he's having a good start at the minute. Speed Queen moves up to 15th. Still watching the battle of the Ferrari of Mikey. Mikey RK13 was going to go on the inside line of Cassidy, but could not think about it just yet. 47 Rick is going to try and put the pressure on the Ferrari. And this is where you can't afford to make silly mistakes. SFR Martin has left with communication issues. Hopefully he'll get himself back in as quickly as possible. He was in 5th. You got IRL, the former champion. He's going to try and get close as well. But still, you got the situation of everything that goes by. IRL is up to 5th now. IRL is up to 5th. Ruddo's trying to close the gap onto Spud in 7th place, just a few cars behind that we are watching right here, right now. And this is where the pressure is mounting. Can Ruddo now? Ruddo's, oh, he had a great exit. Ruddo needs to get a good start, actually. Cameron and MDJ need to also, oh my god, we nearly had a 2 in a bed. We got a 2 in a bed moment. We got the Aston Martin, Owen and MDJ. Owen and MDJ, no, don't you dare, Sunshine, oh no! Owen tried to avoid making contact, and because of that, he lost the buy one, get one free offer. And I tell you what, he dropped himself all the way down like a domino effect. So Cameron moves up to 13th, Owen drops down to 14th place now. Bruce, where is he? Bruce is in 9th place chasing Spud in 8th, with Darryl chasing. Needs to be on the ball at this stage. We're on 2 laps already of this frantic, I say again, this frantic stuff. Keza, MDJ drops up to 12th. Ooh, that's a bit of a mad stuff. 47 Rick moves up to 3rd. Mikey drops down to 4th now. But we still want the battle between Spud, Bruce and Darryl, because it looked like it could be close. It looks like Ruddo is not messing about because of SFR Martin's communication issues. Nojika's got a 5-second time penalty. That's not good for him. I think he had wing damage. SFR Martin's going to try and get himself back into the grid. I think Nojika had to go back into the pits anyway. Jamster, Rick, ARL. They've all had the fastest laps. Will there be any more? No. But we've got 2 in a bit more with Bruce. Bruce, oh, Bruce going to go around the inside. So Spud. Oh my god, Spud, hold on! Oh, I thought he was going to try and hold on and gamble, but could not make it Could not make... Ooh, Darryl nearly went to the back of Spud there. Nearly went to the back. Could have been a catastrophic moment, but it looks like Keza's all... Oh my god, don't you dare. Don't you dare do a 3-to-bed moment at this corner. This is what I was saying earlier. This is where the narrow is going to kick in. MDJ moves up to 11th now. Keza is using all of his experience to try and close the gap onto Darryl in 9th. This has been absolutely fantastic. Battles galore. Owen is getting himself ahead of Cameron for 13th place. Well, Cameron's got himself back to 13th now. These two are a ding-dong back. Oh, this is mad. Come on. Come on. You want the move. You got to do it now. Oh, they're going to go side by side. 2 in the bed. Cameron, oh my days, Cameron trying to go on the inside line, but Owen drops down to 14th now, and this has been absolutely amazing stuff. Cassidy is getting close to first to Joe Amster. We're going to have a look back. Actually, no. Oh, actually, yes. There was a battle between Cameron and Martin. Again, losing out. Keza moves up to 8. Darryl drops down to 9th. Ginger Tiger got the fastest of the race of the sprint race. Sorry, 119s now. 119s. This is where everything is mattered at this stage. Joe Amster. I mean, earlier on in the season, some of the races that he did, it's been absolutely phenomenal. And I was thinking to myself, where the hell did he get all those spaces come from? I do not know. I really, really do not know. But sometimes he's just got a rocket at the car, and it works. It absolutely works. But he's doing everything he can, and he's struggling at the minute. You can tell that Cassidy is really at the back of Joe now. And then watch him now. Unless I'm mistaken, the track, the wets have stopped. I can't see any wet conditions. It looks like the rain has stopped. So it might... the track is still wet though. The track is still wet, but it's still enough for intermediates anyway. Move for Cassidy now. Cassidy's got the... going to go around the outside. Oh, he won't make the move. Oh, he's going to do the old Nigel Mansell switcheroo. Can he do it? No, Charles is going to back up to first place. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Oh my... No! Cassidy, no! Don't you dare, Sunshine. He has. Oh, brilliant! Yellow flags. So Spud's out. So Spud is out of the race. So Spud is out. And we have got... just bear with me a sec. We have got the safety car. We have got the safety car. And I think... yes, so Spud crashed. So Spud crashed at turn 4 of the hairpin corner. Just watching it from Kerr's point of view. So Nigel has just got himself a chance to close the gap now. But I do apologise for the cough and the slowness of the the comms itself. It's yeah, I'm still recovering, shall we say. But Cassidy, I'll tell you what, that was a great move. Just the rain is still going. Sorry, I just saw little bits of rain, but not as much as from the start. It's died down a little bit, shall we say. It's died down a little bit. Obviously, I'll be very surprised if anyone pits. I'll be very, very surprised if anyone pits at this stage, but unless you got like wing damage, then it'll be... I didn't catch the crash between Sir Spud and whoever happened, but unfortunately for him, he will be at the back of the grid. So, Estefan Martin and Owen is gambling on the softs. Very risky, actually, but it is doable. Like I said, the soft can last about 6 laps, but because the track is wet, might last a little bit longer. But they've got to manage this tyre wear perfectly. I think Owen Kerr also, they've gambled on the softs, so I don't blame him. I really do not blame him for that. Oh, Spud, you're saying you was getting pushed. Oh, I did not know that, Spud. Oh, okay. As long as you got proof with the recording that then send it to the stewards, Spud. You know that, don't you? But yeah. There is a little bit of a delay with the timing, so it's probably about 20-second delay because of the issues I've had with the stream. So you might see a little bit of a delay on the. You might send it now, but we'll get it 20. You'll get it on your side 20 seconds later. So, but yeah, I did not know that, Spud. So apparently you was pushed around by some drivers. But unfortunately for you, mate, you have to go at the back of the grid. But you never know. If it's a dry race, you might have a chance to go through the grid and get yourself into the top 10. You never know. So we're just waiting for the safety car to come in. And it looks like the majority of the drivers have gambled. Now, I'm going to have a look. Is SFR Martin back on the car? He is back in the car. Now, this is quite interesting. SFR Martin. The people that gambled, Daryl's had a bit of an issue with communication with his car. Now this is going to be quite interesting. Owen, Kerr and Martin, they'll be the ones where they'll need to watch out. And when I say watch out for, same here, there is lag. Oh, okay. I don't know if there is actual lag. On my screen, looks like it's fine, but it could be different from the drivers. I don't know, but. As I was saying, with the drivers that are on the soft tyres, it is still raining on certain parts. You know, it's still certain parts of the track where it's still raining. So, I'm kind of worried about the drivers who are gambled on the softs, but if they've got their experience to get themselves back into that normality, they'll be absolutely fine. They'll be absolutely bish bash bosh fine. My only problem will be at the start. Their problem will be at the start. So, if you just joined, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all. Hope everyone is having a fantastic evening on the 4th of May 2023. This is the Invictus Racing League, the Realistic Performance League on the PlayStation, on the Crossplay Edition, not the PlayStation. There's quite a few drivers on the PlayStation, but there is, it is the Crossplay Edition. And if you just joined in late, unfortunately Spud had a DNF, which has caused the safety car to come out. I think by the way that he's saying on the comments, was saying that he had a bit of an unfortunate bumps, shall we say. Oh, Spud also said that the rain will stop soon. The rain will stop soon. I hope so. I hope so. We need some more action. We need some more action galore. And to be fair though, to Cassidy and Joe Hamster's tried to do everything he can to hold on. Who's just going to... Oh, Nigel Cash and Ginger Tiger have gone on the softs now. And it looks like the track is getting drier. Even though certain parts of the track are a little bit wet. Now this is going to be quite interesting. Can the intermediate drivers hold up for the next 5 laps? And this is the biggest question of it all. If they can hold on, if SFR Martin gets through the grid as quickly as possible, it'd be a stroke of genius. Now, at the time, I was like, that was a bit of a risky move, shall we say. But I hope the drivers that have gone to the softs, they've proved me wrong. And the safety car will be in this lap. Oh, what happened to MDJ, actually? What happened to MDJ? I think he's spun. I think MDJ has spun. He's going to try and get himself back into that same grid. But here we go, guys. Cassidy needs to bunch the cars up. When you're the leader, you've got to bunch the cars up. And that's when you're going to get that opportunity to get ahead. You need to get enough time for the safety car to go into the pits and then go for it. He's waiting. I think Cassidy's gone. Is he gone? He's going now. He's going now. We're going live now. Oh my god, we're going 2 in the bed. We're going 2 in the bed. We're going Rick. ARL's going 7 into the pits. ARL's going 7 into the pits. And I think they're all going for the softs now. They can see. Spud's going to struggle soon. They are going to be struggling. But look at this. Mikey going to go out on the inside line. And we've got another yellow flag. And I think that is... Is that Owen? It is. It's Owen. He must have had a spin somewhere. So unfortunately for him, he'll drop himself down like a domino effect. But look at this now. Look at this. Mikey is getting close to Rick in 3rd place. That's one of the battles. Bruce Lee, who is getting close to Ruddo. And this is where the pressure mounts now. This is perfect for Ruddo. This is absolute perfect for Ruddo to get himself some decent points this evening. And also to get a chance to close the gap. SFR Martin moves up to 8th now. And Ruddo. Oh! Ruddo trying to make the move. Bruce is trying to hold on. Keza, 2 in the bed. We've got a 2 in the bed moment now. So we had a 2 in the bed moment. And I tell you what, we nearly had an unbelievable moment. Unbelievable stuff. SFR Martin, Speed Queen got the fast slap now. Ginger Tiger. Oh, Bruce! Bruce is trying to go on the inside line. This is mad. This is absolutely mad. Look at this. SFR Martin's just behind. Oh, he's going over the inside line now. Go on. Go on. He got the chance to make the move. Oh, Kessa's gone on the grass. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Brilliant. Brilliant move there from SFR Martin. Oh, that was a risky move, but he took it. Joe Armstrong drops down to 3rd. No, he drops down to 4th. What's happened? Oh, he's off. He's off track. He's off track. He was top 3. He was top 3. This is not good. This is mad. This is absolutely mad stuff. So SFR Martin's got the chance to make the move into 5th now. And he has. I tell you what, if SFR Martin gets him to the top 3, that is a stroke of genius. And you heard that from me. Stroke of genius. Also, Nitrogas and Chitataco, they gambled on the softs a few laps ago before the safety car went in. And then everyone else followed. Rick has got the fastest on the race now, 1:16.717. No, 1:16.003 now. Who's that? That's the McLaren. That's the McLaren of Chitty Tiger. And made the move perfectly ahead of the Speed Queen. There's quite a few drivers who got the fastest laps now. 1:12 from Cameron. Ooh, Darryl had a bit of a wiggle moment. 2 in the bed. Got a 2 in the bed moment now. Perfect. Perfect stuff. Nitrogas is just holding on just at the back. They're trying to do everything they can. If SFR Martin moves up, this is mad. Cassidy's spun! Or has he hit the wall? He spun! Inters are gone! Inters are gone! Inters are gone! This is perfect for the softs! Oh my god, this is mad. Oh my god, who's that? That's the Red Bull. Nitrogas. I said Sir Nitrogas. That is perfect. Sir Nitrogas. Mikey drops out. SFR Martin top 3. I tell you what, SFR Martin's got a chance to get a win here. Let alone in the top 3. If he plays his cards right. But look at Ruddo. Ruddo was 8/10. Nitrogas was up to 7th now. Oh, close between himself and Keza. 2 in the bed moment still. Red Bull holding on for the inside line. And still kept it. Ferrari drops down. Bruce Lee moves up to 4th now. Bruce Lee moves up to 4th. Mikey drops down to 5th. Nitrogas out of nowhere. Oh, don't you dare, Ginger. Don't you dare. Oh my god. Ah, come on! Come on! This is mad! Come on, Nitro! You want to make the move, you got to do it now! He can't make that move. Rick is holding on for dear life with that Inters. Ruddo's holding on for dear life. You got Ginger Tiger trying to put the pressure on Mikey. Oh my god, we've got 2 cars for the softs. SFR Martin getting close to Ruddo. Actually, I'm going to have to go to the top 2. Oh, who's that? That was Ginger Tiger trying to skip through the curb itself. But Rick, oh my days, is that Speed Queen's out? Speed Queen is out. But Rick is crossing the line. Oh, close finish for 2nd. SFR Martin will finish off in 2nd. What a way. And also, well done to Ginger Tiger and Nitrogas. Good finish at the end. I don't know what happened to Speed Queen though. I don't know if she lost it or contact. We'll have to find out. But that is extraordinary moments, especially at the last bit of the feature. Sorry, last bit of the sprint. Oh, okay. Apparently someone has hit Speed Queen. I can tell there's going to be a few words at the end of this. So there's going to be a few words at the end of this anyway. Right, so this is your sprint classification for the Invictus Racing League, the Realistic Performance League on the Crossplay edition. You got Rick, who's in first place, SFR Martin 1 and 2, he gambled on the softs in second, Ruddo in third, Bruce fourth, Mikey fifth, Ginger Tiger 6, Nodgegas 7, Keza 8, Kern 9, Owen 10th, Darryl 11th, ARL 12th, Cassidy 13th, Cameron 14th, MDJ 15th, Joe 16th, Speed Queen 17th, and Suspud 18th. Both drivers in 17th and 18th. They have had the DNF during this sprint. Well, so yeah, it was so just waiting to see how everything plans out now. Yeah, I was trying to watch the top half spot. I was trying to catch as much as I can, but there are bits where you just can't catch everything at the minute. So we've just done the sprint. Yeah, we've just done the sprint. Rick 47, Rick did a good race. Actually, he did a really good race. He held on to those intermediates. To be honest, SFR Martin, I was doubted. I doubted that the sauce was going to last, because there was still rain conditions, but he knew that he gambled well, because the softs were warming up, the track was still wet, so it was still giving a little bit of a life, like another lap or two at least, that was expected. So just wait and see. Hello Keza, how you doing? It says crazy sprint. It has been a crazy sprint race. I do apologise for the delay. There is nothing wrong with my side or anything like that. I have set it up to 20 seconds because we had a few issues when I've been streaming in the past. So just wait to see how everything plans out. But if you like what we've seen so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel for the live race itself. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. We're aiming for at least 10 likes. Will be a massive help. I'll say again, it will be a massive help to myself, Mark, on the commentators box, as well as the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel as well. Hit that like on this stream, guys. Please hit that like button. It's a massive help. It's a massive help. Do you know what I mean? So, Kisser says, had yellowing damage hold. Oh, okay. Was that from turn 1 incident though, Keza, if you're still there? I do apologise also from the voice. I am just slowly recovering from the cold. My voice is still probably Barry White's voice at that moment, but I do apologise in any way possible. I am trying to not get myself caught out with that. Anyway, but I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening on the 4th of May 2023. Looks like we're about to go for the fantastic feature. 36 laps. Best way to do it is medium hards, but I've seen people go for the hard mediums. There is no formation lap because due to the issues with the game. So here we go, 10 seconds left. Who will win the feature? If you're in there, wait and see how everything plans out. Good luck to all. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Who will win the Dutch Grand Prix for the feature? 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go, go, go. Who's at the grey start? Who's at the grey start? Looks like Owen drops down. Looks like Kerr drops down to 16 players, and there's, oh, you gotta be careful. The two Aston Martins had a little bit of a clash moment. I think that was IRL and Owen. Aston Martin drops down. Oh, there's quite a few that have been dropping down like a domino effect. Looks like Speaker drops down to 18th now. And I think there was a crash. Cameron's out! The Drivers' Championship leader, joint leader, is out of the race. And we've got a safety car. We have got a safety car. Oh my god. I did not see what happened, but hopefully if Cameron joins in, we'll find out from his perspective. But that is shocking. Cameron, well, Speaker's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So she'll, unfortunately, it's going from bad to worse. But the shock news at the minute is Cameron, who was doing ever so well in the racing, is now out of the Dutch Grand Prix. He will not get any points. This is MDJ's territory. This is even Ruddo's territory now. Ruddo has got the chance to even get into the lead, depending on how MDJ does. He was saying just before the race, before we started the whole lobby, he was saying, I've been struggling all race. I've been struggling, to be fair, at the Dutch Grand Prix. I will be finishing off in the bottom half. I'm like, you can't, mate. You got to work ahead, to be fair. Oh, SFR Martin. Wiggle time. You can't do that. You cannot do that at all. But yeah, if you just join, ladies and gentlemen, we've just got our first safety car of the evening. And the biggest shock is Cameron is out. Cameron is out, who's joint Drivers' Championship leader. Yeah, joint Championship leader, and he's out of the race. He'll be absolutely livid. I don't know if there was any contact just before the incident, which Speed Queen lost as well. I don't know if them two clashed or there was some issues from other cars. I do not know, so I can't really answer that question. But so now the safety car will have one more lap because Speed Queen has just pitted for fresh softs. Now, as I say, the softs can last about 6 to 10 laps. I know Speed Queen will probably go up to like lap 15 and then go on to the hards at the end, or probably mediums all the way to the end. You never know. But she can go along with the safety, with the stints that she does with the tyre wear. But with the norm is, when I say norm, like normally it's 6 to 10 laps for the softs. 12 to 18 is the mediums, and then about 21 to 24. Sorry, 20 to 24 is the hard tyres. So I expect Rick Kerr and also Speed Queen to pit within the next 5 to 8 laps, shall we say? So that it's been. I know we're eager to try and get close or try and get to the top as quickly as possible. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would, the amount of battles that I've seen throughout the years and watching and also driving around is phenomenal. But it's that consistency, it's that continuous commitment of trying to prove everyone wrong, and if you can, it will work out for you. Now, it looked like Cameron and Ruddo had a fantastic race. Well, fantastic both sessions actually from the Spanish Grand Prix last week. But remember, it doesn't matter if you get like every points in every race. If you don't keep that consistency going, the other competitors have got a chance now. So MDJ and Ruddo, actually Ruddo, he's got at least 22 points. He's got at least 22 points. And he's got the chance now to not screw this up. If he screws this up, that'll be his fault. Same with MDJ. That'll be their fault for not capitalising on Cameron's DNF. And here we go, guys. Who will try? Well, Rick is going to have to bunch them up. Rick has got to bunch them up. I think he'll go the last corner. And Just waiting for his moment now. Rudo needs to be on the ball. And he's going out. We're going back now live. We're back live now for the Invictus Racing League, the Real Performance League. And here we go. We've got a battle going for third and fourth. It looks like SFR Martin trying to keep on around the outside. Bruce is trying to keep on the inside line. Nitro is under a lot of pressure from Mikey on that Ferrari. It looks like Cassidy moves up to 8. No, Daryl moves up to 8. Oh, who's that? SFR Martin drops down. SFR Martin, who had a great sprint, and now is doing the complete opposite now. Dropped all the way down to 16th. And Ginger Tiger also. It's that hairpin corner at turn 4 and 5. So SFR Martin and Ginger Tiger, they'll be absolutely livid. They'll be absolutely livid with that. Keza's got the chance to make the move on to Mikey for 5th. And this is where you can't afford to make a mistake now. You cannot afford to make a mistake. So Keza now. Keza's just trying to do everything possible. Can't do anything about it just yet. He cannot do anything about it. Trying to put the pressure on. So Keza, I mean Nojagash. If Nojagash gets to the top 3, this will be a brilliant start for him. And I think he is! Oh! Come on! Come on, you want the move? You gotta do it now! Oh, come on, Nitro. No, I've known you for many years. I know you don't want to risk it for a biscuit, mate, but I know you would have gambled 100% to that move. And don't disappoint me, mate. Do not disappoint me at all. Keza's getting close to Mikey now for 5th. Looks like Keza's got the fight. Oh, Jesus Christ. Keza hit the wall. I'll tell you what, Mikey's spun. Sorry, Cassidy's spun. Cassidy has spun. And also MDJ is moved to 7th now. MDJ is moved to 7th. Dowell drops to the 9th. I think he's having some technical car difficulties. But this has been mad. Oh no, 2 in the bed moment now. Daryl and Owen. Daryl and Owen, come on! 2 in the bed. Yellow flags. I think that is Cassidy. Cassidy is having a shocker at the minute. Daryl drops out of 10th. No, he's dropped into 11th. Now, so not good. Not good. Joe Armstrong's getting close to MDJ for 7th now. The DRS should be active in the next lap or so, I think. Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, the next lap. Hello to Adam, how you doing, mate? He says Carbs is brilliant. Oh, thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Oh, who's that? That's Nitro. Nitro, I don't know what happened to him. What has happened to Nitro? He was getting close to Bruce, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if he had contact or he lost it completely. So Keza, oh, Keza's going to go around the outside. Brilliant, brilliant move there. Oh, Keza, you haven't lost your magic, sunshine. What a move. What a move. Oh, Mikey. Mikey will be fuming at that. Mikey will be fuming at that. I think Keza will be absolutely loving it now. Absolutely loving it. Owen's got the chance to put the pressure on Nitro. Nitro's got a bit of front wing damage. I don't think he has. But still putting the pressure on now. But Owen doing everything he can. He's trying to use his experience to put the pressure on. So you're going to watch it from his point of view because you've got IRL, the former champion, just behind. With Daryl also, who's having some car difficulties by the looks of things. But here we go. DRS active, and looks like Nitro's going something to the pits now. Looks like Nitro going something to the pits. Joe, don't you dare mess this up now. This has been brilliant racing, don't get me wrong. Some questionable driving from what I've seen when I did catch it, but overall there is some good racing. Speed Cream moves up to 13. Looks like Nitro Cash into those pits on the hard tyres, so he will go all the way to the possibly 29 laps. Big ask for the hard tyres to do anyway. I think he will do it. I know I said between 20 to 24 that you would pit to avoid the barrier, but you never know. You never know. It just depends on the setups, depending on how everything plans out. But looks like ARL, Yellow flags. Who is that? That is, I think that might be Spud. Or, yeah, it is. It's Spud. Because Speaker is getting close. Speaker is getting close to her teammate in 12th. But if you like what we've seen so far, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel for all the live races itself. Keza, Bruce. No, don't you dare do this to me. Hey, come on, Keza. Oh, brilliant move. Oh, you never know what's going to happen next between these two. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant stuff. As I was saying, if you like what you've seen so far, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel for all the live race itself. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. We're aiming for at least 10 likes. Will be a massive help. I'll say again, will be a massive help to myself, Mark, on the commentary box, as well as the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel. Hit that like button on the stream, guys. Hit that like button, please. Thank you. So Spurdo swapped with Speaker. So Speaker, her teammate of Spud, they've swapped. And you're wondering in Performance League, you're wondering how does this all work? Now, different teammates can be in different cars, but they cannot be in the same. They may not be in the same car, like the two Red Bulls or the two, Alpines, shall we say, because different drivers have got different abilities of the driving. So some are like tier 3 drivers, some of them tier 2, some of them tier 1, and obviously the tier 1 drivers normally go for the slower cars to make it equal. That's why I try to do the realistic performance, so it's equal balance, at least. Pardon me. So here we go. Oh, Kerr! Oh no, sorry, I do apologise. It was Cassidy. Sorry, Kerr was trying. Not Kerr. I'm so sorry, Kerr. I'm looking at Kerr, then Cassidy is like the red cars. Cassidy was trying to make the move on the inside line. A little bit of a push on Spud. And Spud had no choice but to let Cassidy through. But I think it was a bit of frustrations going. I think, the way it looked is if there was a little bit of contact at turn 1. A little bit of bumps now and again. But again, you never know. Ooh, who's that? I thought there was someone who just spun out. Cassidy's drops down to 14th now. Oh, he's out. He's lost it at one of the corners. He is lost it at one of the corners now. AMDJ, the joint Drivers' Championship leader, is getting close now to Mikey in 5th. 2 Mikeys. Will it be a right? But which one will be? Which Mikey will be the one to Sava on 5th place? Oh my god, the Ferrari trying. MDJ trying to go on the inside line. Mikey, oh my god, don't. No! Crash! MDJ and Mikey had a bit of a crash moment after turn 4 at the hairpin corner. So that is not good news. There'll be a few words on a few occasions. So this has been mad. So we've got Owen and Joe Amster battling up for 6th place now. 47 Rick is still on those soft tyres, 9 laps. Coming up to the 10th lap now. I'm wondering when he's going to pit though. I'm wondering when he's going to pit. Because if he can do 12 laps of those softs, I believe that he can go mediums a lot longer than I suggest, to be fair. But he's still going. He's still going, to be fair. So Jerome is trying to put the pressure on. You got Owen. You also got ARL, the former champion, also just behind. ARL's just having a quick glance, saying, "Look, mate, I'm going to have to make a move." Oh, I think he lost the braking points and he's lost a few tenths on to Owen. But remember, Daryl's also just behind, so he's having a steady race. He's having a steady race at the moment. And this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant racing. We're not even a third of the way yet. We're nearly there, but we're not just yet. Joe Amster, as I said in the feature. No, sorry, in the sprint. I keep getting mixed up. Sorry, in the sprint. Earlier in the season, I don't know where his pace has come from, but he has shot up to a different person now. Owen is trying to cause havoc onto Joe Amster, but IRL is not having any of it because he wants to make the move done. To the bed! To the bed! Caught the curb. IRL caught the curb. And that could have been catastrophic moments. That could have been absolutely catastrophic moments. Now we're on the a third of the way. With 47 Rick in first, Ruddo in second, you got Keza in third, Bruce in fourth, Mikey in fifth. No, actually, Joe Amster's in fifth now. Mikey drops down to sixth. And I tell you what, Joe Amster's made that move into turn one. Beautiful! Just at the nick of time. But will Mikey bounce back? That's a big question. We'll watch that in a minute. Owen, who I'm just watching that minute, in seventh place. Oh, Joe Amster! Just as I was saying that, Joe Amster had a great overtake. That is a commentator's curse. I am so sorry, mate. I'm so sorry. I'm not giving you any more praise anymore after that, to be fair. So Spud is trying to make the move onto the Nitro Cash in 12. The two old guards, or the old veterans, shall we say, and they're both on the Red Bull car. So hopefully, whichever one is trying to hold on with their wings itself. You never know. A little bit of a punt. Not punt, but like a little bit of a pun. Moments. You got ARL trying to close the gap. It looks like Mikey and Daryl. Mikey's struggling on those hard tyres, but the mediums should be okay. So just wait to see how everything plans out at the moment. So still banning out now. Still banning out. It looks like Mikey and Kerr. Oh no, no, not Kerr, sorry. Mikey and Daryl have a bit of a scrappy challenge moment. ARL's getting close to Owen for 5th. So that's the only two battles we've got at the moment. So who knows what's going to happen in this frantic race of the Invictus Racing League, the Real Sports League, on the Crossplay Edition. Brought to you live and exclusive on the YouTube channel. So absolutely fantastic stuff. Yeah, so we're going to go back up to the top 6 now, because ARL's getting himself close to Owen now for 5th. But then also remember, you got Daryl and Mikey also joining in the pack. ARL can't afford to lose out too much anyway. He can't afford to lose out too much. I'm quite surprised that Rick is going on with those softs. I'm surprised they haven't exploded yet. But then again, it could be wrong. He's got a better tyre wear than anyone else. Oh, who's that? That is one of the McLarens. I think that might be Ginger Tiger. It is. It's Ginger Tiger who will be lapped, unfortunately. Because Keza's just closing the gap. ARL in 6th, getting close to Owen, passing the hairpin corner, which Ginger Tiger just lost out completely. I mean, Ginger Tiger, don't get me wrong. I mean, he won the championship on the final day, on the final race, and it was an explosive ending because it was a 4-way race. I think it was 5 horse race, but it went down to 4 with the amount of scenarios and situations that could happen in this race. ARL getting close, but also Ginger Tiger, he had a great season last season, but as soon as he went on to no assists, he's lost it. Not lost it completely, that's not the right word to say it, but he has lost a bit of his pace, should we say, to what he's currently doing. And here we go, we've got a couple of drivers who just got into the pits now. Rick, 47 Rick, finally got into the pits, and Keza. So soft to hard for Rick. That is that is a good stint on the softs, and fair play to him. Joe's just going into the pits now for the hard tyre stint. So this is where the pressure is going to be mounted now, because you got Ruddo. He's got to get. I'm going to have to look at the lead time. MDJ 114.848 on the fastest lap on this feature race. Now look at the leader. Look at the lead time gaps now. So Ruddo, who's ahead at the minute, compared to someone that's just gone to the pits, that was Rick. So he's under 20 seconds. Normally, when the pit stops, it's normally between 20 to 25. Except if you're at Silverstone, which is over 30 seconds. It is stupid. It is stupid. So, Ruddo will be thinking to himself, I've got to pit at some point. I've got to pit. And he's not pitted, I don't think. No, he hasn't. He's not pitted. But he's got to think about it, because the times will be dropping down between himself and Rick. Rick will have the fresh tyres now. It will kick in the next few laps or so. So that's what you're going to be careful on as well. That's what you're going to be absolutely careful on. Cassidy moves up to 10th. So Spud drops down to 11th. Just have a look now. So Spud, will you try and make the move? Oh, come on, so Spud. You know you want to make that move done as quickly as possible. You can do it if you're being Q-it, as the old saying. Mikey getting close to Dowell for 5th and 6th. You got MDJ getting close to Speed Queen in 13th place. Now remember, this is Mikey's, MDJ's and Ruddo's chance now, because if you just missed the start of the race, Cameron, as you can see, in DNF format, he had the DNF. He had the DNF at the first lap of the feature. Now I don't know what actually happened, but it happened I think it was just before the hairpin corner of turn 4. But Ruddo's in the pits now. Ruddo's in the pits. Where is Rick? So Rick is just going down the straight now. So where's Ruddo? Ruddo's just behind. Ruddo is just behind Rick. Now that is clever from Ruddo, because when you think about it, if he did another lap, he would have lost at least a second, or a few tenths at least anyway, but he would have been behind Keza, and Keza, who's really on the tail of him. Keza with 2 laps already. He's trying to put the pressure on. Oh my days. MDJ and Kerr having a bit of a scrappy challenge moment for 13th and 14th. They're going for it now. They feel like they're going to go for it. Nitrous is getting close to the former champion of ARL. Oh! I think there was contact. I think there was contact between Keza and Ruddo. There is a bit of lag that will have to be looked at by the stewards afterwards. But Keza's goes up to 5th. Ruddo needs to step up again. He's lost position now, but he can't afford to lose out too much. Nitrogash is getting close to ARL. ARL's getting close to Bruce, but I'm going to watch it from Nitrogash's point of view, because this is going to be good. This is going to be classic. So Nitrogash on that Red Bull needs to make that move done, because ARL... Oh, they've both got DRS. They've both got DRS now. They're going down the straights, and this is where everything changes now for the Red Bull driver Nitrogash. But it looks like ARL using all that experience, saying no, thank you. You're not passing me, sunshine. Forget it. Forget it. Completely forget it. And what a way to hold on into 8th. Looks like Speed Queen goes backwards to 12th. MDJ drops down to 13th. Another good battle, actually. Another good battle. I don't know if MDJ... Oh, who's that? That is Kerr. Kerr. Oh, have we got another safety car? No, it's a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car. So I'm not sure what's happened. I wonder if Kerr had a wing damage, and that's probably why it's on the debris. So, yeah. So, unfortunately for everyone else... Well, Ruddo will be kicking himself not to get a win. Looks like Owen, Darrell. This is great opportunity for them now, because these guys can't get past. Well, it's like can't get past. They will, with the safety car. Owen, Darrell, and Mikey, they'll be absolutely screaming, saying this is going to be great, because they'll be on the medium tyres now, and the top 3 on the hard tyres. Now, if they have another safety car, Looks like Gash and Castillo in the pits. Is Gash already using the mediums already? I wonder if that was the old mediums. MDJ is going from bad to worse. Going to drive through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. So that's not good as Owen. Oh my god, Owen. Owen! Owen was trying to go around the outside. I tell you what, that was a good move. It was a brilliant, brilliant move from Owen. I'm trying not to lose my voice, because otherwise there'll be no voice at the end. And it's a steady ship. It's been an absolute steady ship. IRL getting close to Bruce Lee. So let's have a quick look at that. So Bruce is trying to hold off 7 IRL. He's using all of his experience to put the pressure on. MDJ is getting close to Speed Queen. But remember, in the feature, you'll guarantee points as long as you finish. You guarantee points in any position as long as you finish. Obviously, first has got the higher points, and obviously when you're in 19th, 20th, or 18th, or 17th, you will get less points. So this is absolutely insane. We've got a couple of battles going at the minute. We've got Darryl getting close to Owen in 4th. You've got the battle between ARL and Bruce, which we're watching in 7th and 8th respectively. You've got Speed Queen and MDJ in 10th and 11th. And then also you've got Cassidy and Nojgash in 13th and 14th respectively. And I tell you what, it's been some great battles galore. Don't get me wrong, there's been some absolutely great battles galore. So just watching ARL now, trying to at least close the gap onto Bruce. I think Bruce is going to have to DRS. It looks like ARL's got more ERS compared to what Bruce has got. Rick has got the fastest of the race, 1:14.542 now, and he should be back up to first. Yeah, he is. He's back up to first. But remember, he's already done 2 laps. 47 Rick is a unbelievable driver this evening. He's been, I just don't know how he did it with the stints, to be fair. Looks like ARL is going to go around the outside. He can't make that move just yet, but he's still waiting for that right move. Jarabson moves up to 11. MDJ goes to the pits because of that virtual safety car penalties. Now, just to recap the penalties, guys, just in case you're wondering what's happening. Rick, Keza, and Ginger Tiger, they've all got 5-second penalties at least. Jarabson's the only one who's got 3-second time penalties, while the rest of who have had the penalties before showing them, they have probably used them in the pits. So if you like what we've seen so far, guys, please make sure to subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel for all the live race itself. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight. Will be a massive help, and I say again, it will be a massive help to myself, Malk, on the commentary box, as well as the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel as well. Again, hit that like button on the stream, guys, if you are enjoying it and enjoying the race as well. There's so many battles galore, you just don't know which one to pick. Cassidy's getting close to Nojgash in 12th. So this is an unbelievable moment now. Oh, ARL's finally made the move on to Bruce. So Bruce will be absolutely kicking himself now. He must be thinking, oh, I can't afford to lose this position. He can't afford to lose any positions. But he's doing everything he can to help his teammate with the constructors anyway. So, and his teammate is Rudder, I think it is, yeah. In second. If I get that wrong, I do apologise. But that's what it is. Excuse me. Right, which one shall I go for now? Let's have a look at Cassidy actually. See if he's getting close to Nojgash in 12th. I mean, while there's some of the battles are not close except for this one. I mean, 47 Rick, he's like an alien, to be fair. He's just done like 12 laps, at least 12 to 13, 14 laps of the softs, and that is insane, absolutely insane. To go into the hard tyres Oh, sorry, that was 15 laps. 14 to 15 laps. It's just insane. But, yeah, like, Ruddo had to try and pit in at the right time. I think he did, but I think it was too much to call. That was SFR Martin. The yellow flag set to 2. So that's not good news. So SFR Martin, I believe, has been lapped by the leader of Rick. So I will go through the grid. Because it looks like Cassidy is trying everything again to close the gap onto Nitro. We'll still watch the battle, actually. So Rick, brilliant drive so far. Hopefully does not mess up now. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it does not mess up. But remember, it is still got that 5-second penalty. So Ruddo's trying to keep within 5 seconds. Unless if Ruddo gets a penalty, that is it. He'll be screwed. Keza will be screwed outside of the top 3 because of that 5-second time penalty. Owen will be in the chance to be in the top 3. That'll be good stuff. Daryl in 5th. I know we joke about the DNFs, but overall, the last few excuse me, the last few races that, sorry, pardon me, 1 sec. My voice is gone. As I said, I know we joke about Daryl's DNFs, but the last few races that I've watched, he has proved me wrong. And he's in a good position in the top 5, so hopefully he'll keep that going. Mikey, 1 or 2 Mikeys, but he's not the OG Mikey. He's in 6th place at the minute. He's doing okay. He had a bit of a spin a couple of times, but still banging on as well. IRL, the former champion of Invictus, in 7th place, trying everything he can to close the gap. Bruce trying to help his teammate Ruddo in 2nd, like for the constructors. Spud and Speed Queen in 9th and 10th. They've had really unlucky moments this evening because them two had the DNF at the start. At the start of the they had 2 DNFs at the start of the. Well, they had DNFs at the sprints, but then they had to start back on the feature, which is very difficult at the Dutch Grand Prix. You can't afford to be at the back of the grid. It's so tough at the back. Job, as I said, I don't know where his pace has come from, Joe, but he has somehow got himself back. As soon as I gave him praise, it went down like a domino effect. So I've stopped praising Joe. To be fair, and not in a harsh way. He'll know it as a joke way, but I do hope he'll bounce back. I do hope he'll bounce back as quickly as possible. Nitrogash, former teammate of mine, actually. He had some great races, and I don't know what. As I said, I don't know what's happened, and I don't know if it's just the cause of the other drivers or anything like that. But I want him to do well. Same for everyone else. I want them to do well. Cassidy, he's doing the steady ship at the minute, but obviously in 13th, trying to close the gap onto Nitro in 12th, which we're watching now. He has been the same with like himself and Owen, unless I'm mistaken, guys. These guys have been in the commentary, like on the chat box, to watch the races, and they've enjoyed it. And I think they joined in last week, or maybe the week before. I can't remember. But we had yellow flags just for a brief moment. Now it's stopped. So yeah, so it's good to see some new drivers trying to capitalise on everyone's mistakes and get a full grid of the Invictus Racing League, the Real Performance League. You got MDJ, the Drivers' Championship joint leader before tonight's race. But he's in 14th, but having a torrid time at the minute. He did say, to be fair, he did say at the start, before we started the stream, he was not comfortable with the Dutch Grand Prix. He absolutely hates it. And he said, I would not be surprised if I finish in the bottom half. And at the moment, he is in the bottom half. But he will guarantee points. But he will lose out massively on compared to Ruddo, who I would not be. Well, he will definitely be the new Drivers' Championship leader after tonight. He'll be the one to watch. Himself, MDJ and Cameron. Cameron will be livid tonight because you just can't afford to slip up. Cameron will have to hope that Ruddo and MDJ have a DNF during the season. Otherwise, he's going to struggle, Cameron. To be fair. But I'm hoping not. SFR Martin, he had a great sprint this race. He clocked it well with the from the intermediates to the softs in the sprint, but I think one mistake has dropped it all the way down to 15th. Yellow flag set to 2. That is one of the McLarens has laid one of the drivers through. I think that might be Owen. No, that was Ruddo actually. I think that was Ruddo. Yellow flag still. I think that was one of the Ferrari drivers. I think that might be Kerr. Because Owen's getting close to Keza, not far from there. But yeah, Tiger, as I said earlier on, he struggled with the amount of stuff of the traction at the start of the season. I don't know whether he's changed, gone back to his old roots. I don't know, but if he has kept it going, fair play to him. But it has been a real struggle to get the result, same results as what he needed. So Spoilers goes up into the pits, 27 laps on those hard tyres, so well done to him. And he'll be going the soft, so he'll try and use that capitalise on getting the fastest lap of the race. He'll be just behind MDJ in 14th place, he might be just behind. Yeah, he will be just behind MDJ. So that'll be another close battle to watch out for this evening. But there's not been much. Ever since people got to the second part of the pits, they've all eased off now. But 27 laps was spoiled. Fair play to you for doing that. Fair play. So we're on lap 29. Come up to lap 30 in a minute of the Invictus Racing League, the Realistic Performance League, on the cross-play edition, where you can have PlayStation, Xbox and PC drivers all joined within one lobby. And at the moment of the stage, we've got 2 battles going. Looks like Owen's trying to get himself close to Keza. Whatever happens, Keza will drop out of the top 3. Owen will get into the top 3 for the first time this evening. Hopefully he'll keep it stabilised. You never know. Hopefully he'll keep it stabilised, but he'll be under a lot of pressure to catch up to Ruddo, who's in second place anyway. So that'll be a big ask. Big ask. But Rick and Ruddo, they're on that limiter now. Just to recap the penalties and the gaps that it is. So Rick, it's got a 5-second time penalty. Ruddo needs to step up now. If he wants to win this race, he needs to be under 5 seconds. As long as he doesn't get a penalty, he'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, make sure you hit that like and subscribe on the YouTube channel for all the live race itself. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. We're aiming for at least 10 likes. Will be a massive help. I'll say again, will be a massive help to myself, Malk, on the commentary box, as well as the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel. Hit that like button, guys, please. Hit that like button. It'll be a massive help. I say again, it'll be an absolute massive help. Thank you so much. You're still watching the battle. We've got. I'm going to go back to Owen actually. Let's have a look at Owen. I was watching Nitro Gas and Cassidy to see if there was any battles galore. There was nothing while everyone was all spread out, even though they were the closest ones. Cassidy's out. Just as I walk away, we've got a safety car. We have got the safety car. Oh my god. So Ruddo has got a lifeline. Everyone else has got a lifeline. Rick, Keza, Joe Amster and Gigi Tiger, they'll be absolutely fuming at Cassidy for that crash. I'm not saying he did that on purpose. I'm not saying he did that, but that is not what you need at this stage, especially when you've got penalties galore. So they'll need to win it on track. They'll need to win it on track. And if you are watching back, as it is a joke, don't worry, I promise you that, to be fair. So everyone should be pitting for softs. I don't care. Everyone should be pitting for softs. You have all got a chance to have a soft sprint shootout. If you do not pit, you are mad. Absolute mad. I was going to say, I'm surprised the spotter's not pitting for fresh tyres. I think it might pay him off. Actually, it might pay him off to lose out. So Cassidy will drop down to 17th place. Just a reminder, guys, if you're wondering if there was a bit of a delay, there's about a 20-second delay on the stream. Nothing on my side bad or anything like that. It's just because of the recent stream issues I've had in the past. Hopefully this will eliminate it. Hopefully this will eliminate it as much as possible. So, oh my god, we're going to have a sprint shootout for the next 5 laps. And what a way to do it. And Joe, why is he on the mediums? SFR Martin, why are you on the hards? You're supposed to be on the softs. No, you had the chance to get a chance to close the gap. Oh, they'll be kicking themselves. Well, what's happened to Joe's penalty? It's 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that is still not good. Still not good. I tell you what, I'm going to go back to the top 3, shall we say. The top 3 is trying everything possible to produce the goods. So here, I'm quite excited actually. I really am excited because, I mean, fair play for this situation, because it not happened to me before actually. It happened on probably lap 32, 33, and then the pits, then the safety car had to pit like on lap 33, 34. Then I had to do 2 laps. And it was just insane, and I won the Dutch Grand Prix, and it was by fluke. I didn't win it on track personally, but you gotta take your chances. And I did say to the other competitor, I said, "Look, I feel bad for the other competitor, and I did." But I think it was Maggot. I think it was, yeah, it was Maggot. Great driver, actually. Great driver. So here we go. We've got the safety. Well, one of the McLarens. I'm not sure who it is. We'll just find out in a minute. That was SFR Martin. Finally, everyone's pitted for softs. Finally, everyone's listened. I was just surprised that Joe and SFR Martin, they were both on like medium or hards. Everyone should be gambling on the softs. The only one that's going to struggle at this stage is the Spud, because he's got another 4 more laps and he'll be beeping himself. And when I say beep, you know what I mean with that. So if you're in the chat, who do you think's been your driver of the day? I mean, I'll put the biggest movers, position changes. So the biggest changes has been Spud with 9 positions, Speed Queen with 7 positions, and he got also joined with Owen and Dowell with 7 positions, so 11th and 10th and 11th respectively. The biggest loser at the moment has been SFR Martin with 12 positions, Digital with 9, so those drivers cannot afford to lose out too much. So the safety car, I reckon the safety car will come in on this lap. The safety car will come in on this lap. So here we go, guys. This is absolutely insane. Drive. Safety car is in this lap. I kind of guessed that was going to happen. Safety car is in this lap. Rick, you need to bunch the cars up. Don't get ahead too far. You need to bunch the cars up if you're listening back. I can't emphasise the leader. You've got to bunch the cars up. I know he's warming up the tyres now, but at the time it looks like he just wants to get the race. Oh, who's that? That was Daryl. Oh, God, did he reset the track? They'll have to be checked by stewards. I think that might be, or Daryl has left the session. So here we go, guys. Will it be starting now? Rick is starting now. Rick is off. Ruddo needs to get a good start. And this is what's unfair for Rick and, for Rick and for Ruddo now, because Rick's already done that 5-second time penalty. And now he's gonna have to. Ruddo's gonna have to work his socks off to try and finish off this race on track. Hello, Blester. How you doing, mate? Hope you're going well. Thank you for that. I'll be enjoying the race. That's the main thing. Hope you're enjoying this race. So here we go. Can Rick put the pressure on now? Looks like Owen is really at Ruddo now. They're both on the Alpha Tauri, so Ruddo, he can't afford to lose out. It looks like it looks like Owen's got a bit more tyre wear, better off than Ruddo's. Not sure what's happened, but there's quite a few drivers who have had the penalties galore. It's like 5 seconds for Mikey, Kes and ARL. Not sure what's happened there, but Jinsog and Kerr also had the 5-second time penalties. So here we go. Can Owen now do everything he can to put the pressure on in these? So here we go. Can oh, who's that? That looks like MDJ. It looks like Daryl and Nitrogas has dropped a few positions now. Yellow flags still on. Daryl has joined, but who has had the yellow flags? That is, I think that's Speed Queen or Nitro. Well, actually, who's that? Is that Spud? No, it isn't. Who's that then? Is that Speed Queen? Has Speed Queen lost a bit of her front wing? I don't know. No, it's not. I think Nitrogas has lost front wing. Daryl's going to 11th now. So that is not good news. That is not good news for Nitrogas. Let's go back to the top 5. So they come up to the last few corners now. Looks like Keza. Oh my God, this is getting close now. This is getting really, really close. We're on the penultimate lap. Oh my God, Ruddo needs to pull a rabbit out of his hat and produce something that he's never done before and try and win the Dutch Grand Prix. Or will Rick do the double? Ruddo, fastest lap of the race now. 1:13.481. That's one step from the fastest lap. That is good. DRS is now enabled. DRS is now enabled. And he needs to capitalise on it when he goes to the second into the third sector. I'm watching it from Ruddo's point of view because this is where the pressure mounts. Keza getting close to Mikey in 4th. This is fantastic racing. Yellow flag. Oh, Keza and Mikey are out. Keza and Mikey are out of the race. I don't know what happened between them two, but they are being absolutely livid. Ruddo needs to do something. Rick is going to be... He's saving ERS. He's got a bit more ERS than Ruddo. So this is capitalised moments now. So this has been mad stuff for Ruddo to try and win the Dutch Grand Prix. And Owen could have a chance to win the Dutch Grand Prix if he... But it looks like Rick has done the double. He has won the sprint and just by the nick of time of SFR Martin, but he has won the feature. Well done to him. Rick has won the Dutch Grand Prix. Congratulations to him. Ruddo in 2nd, Owen in 3rd, Bruce in 4th, ARL drops down to 5th. No, MDJ in 5th, ARL in 6th, so Spud in 7th, SFR Martin in 8th, Dower in 9th, Jarvis in 10th, Speed Queen in 11th. She's just crossed the line now. Nitrogash in 12th. and I'll do the rest underneath in there. Blester says, would be nice if we had incident. Yeah, I'm hoping that they'll do something like, can we catch the replay of the crash? But then it could be like, we could be missing the battle ahead. I wish we had something like that, but it's very hard to not catch it as quickly as possible. But hopefully there'll be a new feature in the later years, which we've been waiting for ages, shall we say. Here are your top 3 finishers. Rick, unbelievable drive. He absolutely loves the Dutch Grand Prix. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And then well done to all, well done to also to Ruddo, who gave a really good fight to Rick at the end. But I think because of that safety car and lost his 5 seconds, with Rick lost his 5 seconds, that kind of screwed him. To be fair, that kind of screwed him to finish off in second, and then in third, I think it was Owen. So try and go through the classification. So here we go, guys. Here are your race classification for the Dutch Grand Prix. For the Invictus Racing League, the Realistic Performance League on the Crossplay Edition. Rick will win the Dutch Grand Prix first, Ruddo second, Owen third, Bruce fourth, MDJ fifth, ARL sixth, Spud seventh, SFR Martin 8th, Daryl 9th, Joe in 10th, Speed Queen 11th, Nodrikash 12th, Keza, Mikey, Ginger Tiger, Kerr, Kazzy, and Cameron in 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18th respectively. And just to recap for the sprint, Rick got first, SFR Martin second, Ruddo third, Bruce fourth, Mikey fifth, Ginger Tiger sixth, Nodrikash seventh and Keza in 8th. ARL says Keza, Mike and me were given a 5-second penalty because of a glitch that came from yellow, so we should be getting rid of it. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was looking at it thinking, what the hell's going on, to be honest. Just mad, to be fair. Absolutely mad. And Spud says some people need to stop going for gaps that are not there. Absolutely spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on. I've seen that for many, many years, mate. I've seen that for many, many years. But it's just the intelligence and just the side of things from other drivers to watch out for. But we'll wait for a minute, guys. We're just going to try and get the top 3 into the podium. If we're not hearing anything from them, we will stop the stream. So be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Invictus Racing League, the Realistic Performance League, on the cross-play edition. I nearly said PlayStation again. I meant to say the cross-play edition again. I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening on the 4th of May, 2023. What we've just seen on two explosive endings, should we say, two explosive endings at the Dutch Grand Prix. It never disappoints. It never, ever disappoints. Before we get on to the interviews, I'm just reading some more of the comments. IRL says Daryl spun and disconnect final call just before safety car restart at end, and so it said give precision, but he was far back. Okay, so there was a bit of lag, there was a bit of issues during the stream, so that might have to be checked again in a few moments. Well, from the student's point of view, but whether they decide, that's their call. But if they don't get rid of the 5 seconds, that's a bit harsh from my point of view anyway. But anyway, unfortunately, we might not be able to get Rick, who won the Dutch Grand Prix, and we might not be able to get Owen to join us because he's on the PC side, but obviously we're on the PlayStation side. So at the moment, we've got Ruddo. How you doing, mate? You alright?
I'm good, Mark. You okay?
I am absolutely shattered, mate. Absolutely shattered watching both classic races. This has been the race where you had to step up, I thought, because the gap that between yourself and the top two drivers who were in the positions itself, I think it was 6 points. I think it was the gap between you and the top two. How did you feel this evening? Did you feel a lot pressured at this stage?
No, not really. I had a good race on Tuesday, so I knew that I had a decent setup for today. I was pretty confident. Obviously, it's a difficult track to overtake on, so
yeah,
I certainly didn't think I'd get into the top 3 in the sprint. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I think I deserved second in the sprint, but yeah, you know that was just at the last few corners. But yeah, the feature race was good for me. You know, it's a shame that Cameron had the issue in the sprint and then DNF in the feature. So if there was any sort of urge to really push today, it was then a case of just picking up some good points.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I mean, the sprint, it feels like ages ago, even though it's been tonight, to be fair, but the sprint was intermediate conditions to start off with, and then it went to dries. Did you felt like, because SFR Martin had a genius way of pitting at the right moments at the right time, but from your position, did you feel like you should have gone to the softs a bit earlier at the same time, or do you feel like the intermediates would have been the safer bet, hence why you thought you missed out on second?
If
personally,
even in hindsight, I probably would have stayed where I was. I probably would have just stayed on the inters just due to that track position, and I didn't want to get caught up in anything.
Yeah.
You know, the faster tyres would have been better, but then I'm back into the middle of the field. So if I was, you know, 6th, 7th, I probably would have, but not from 3rd. No.
Yeah, I mean, from your perspective, I mean, I respect you, Ruddo. You know me. I've even though I felt like I've known you for ages, but the last few seasons you have stepped up massively, personally, and I feel like you had to capitalise on everyone's mistakes. I mean, whatever happened at turn 1 or whatever happened between like the Cameron situation, I don't know. That'll have to be checked by stewards. But with Cameron going off at DNF on the feature, your thoughts must have been rocketed sky high, thinking I can't bugger this up. To be fair, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, that didn't really cross my mind. All I saw is that Cameron had DNF, so I just knew that a good result today would keep it interesting at least. So
yeah,
look, I think I say it every week. Like, Cameron he's so fast. He's such a good driver. So like, I fully expect him to have the bit between his teeth in the next few rounds. But I've just got to take what I can when others have a bit of misfortune. Genuinely, I don't like to see people DNF. It's I'd like to have had a good race, but that's something that's out of my control.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because it's like you want to play it fair, and I'm sure you agree with that. You want to play it fair and just hopefully something doesn't come back and bite on the nail, bite on the teeth. I don't know the best saying. Do you understand what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like, you don't want it to come back to you and say you've won it based on this, this, and this. Do you know what I mean? It should be on track as well. And I feel like you've capitalised on that mistake from other drivers. And I think, unless I'm mistaken, unless MDJ, because he did finish off in 5th, I think he might be ahead in 1st, unless I'm mistaken. I might be wrong. I had to do quick math in my head, to be fair.
I'm not sure.
But it might be that you might be ahead just about. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, to be fair. But from your perspective, Rick was an alien tonight, because I just don't know where his pace come from. He did 15 laps on the softs, and then he did all that way with the hards, and then went to the softs because of the safety car. Did you felt like, how could you do to get past him? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So obviously he started on the soft, so I wasn't going to fight. There was no point in fighting. I just had to get into second off of the line, which I did.
Yeah.
And I knew that the second half of that first stint would come back to me. So I think he boxed when he was 1.5 seconds in front of me.
Yeah.
So I don't know really how much benefit you would have gained by starting on the softs, because I saw that he got a 5-second penalty for the pit lane entry, so I was really slow in the pits. So I think I would have been a lot closer coming out of the pits if I'd really nailed that. But then where he had the 5-second penalty, my aim was only to get within the 5 seconds at the end, and I don't know, it's hard to tell now, but I think I would have been within the 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was close. If he didn't have the safety car, I think it would have been close, but there was a point where you drifted off, and then that was it. I thought you might have a chance, to be fair. But overall,
it was just saving ERS. I was just trying to save ERS so that I could challenge the last few laps. But it was a no-brainer to pit under the safety car. And Owen was rapid as well, so I see Owen's time, taking initially 7-8 tenths a lap out, and then it became 3 tenths and 2 tenths. So yeah, I think he would have been in the mix somewhere as well.
Absolutely. I mean, from your perspective, as I said again, I think this has been the race where you need to step up now. This is your capitalised moment. Take it now. You've got 4 more races left. Could this be down to the wire, this championship battle?
We will see. We know that Cameron will be quick. We know that MDJ will be quick. So we're in the mix, but I wouldn't put myself as favourite at this point.
I love that honesty. I know you're trying to get yourself away as quickly as possible. I love that tactical.
It's not like trying to take any pressure away. It's just like I respect how quick the other two are in the cars that they are. So we'll see. I'm sure that they want a bit of a challenge as well. So just reckon the tier 2 guys really for me.
I reckon there's going to be a bit of a fight next week. I reckon there'll be a bit of a fight just to catch up with what's happened tonight. But you never know. You never know what's going to happen. But Rudo, pleasure as always, each and every single week. You've been absolutely amazing, and well done for finishing off in 2nd place. Congratulations, mate. Well done. And I think you are the Drivers' Championship leader. I will get that confirmed next week if I got that completely wrong. So, but yeah, well done, mate. Congratulations on that.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for the comms, as always.
Thank you for listening to my Barry White voice during the race. So
I'll have a listen to it later.
I'm not going to sing. I promise you that, mate. I promise you that. So well done to Ruddo for finishing up in second. I'm sure 47 Rick, and Owen will be absolutely delighted to finish off in first and third, respectively. I would have loved to hear their voices, to hear their absolute delight, but they're not here because they're PC drivers. Hopefully they'll get a PlayStation account one day and then join the comms if they want to. Well, join the commentators box. Just a recap of the chat I forgot to catch up on. IRL, it's a shame for me and Karen. We had very good pace to fight at the top though. I felt it was well recovered from P15 to P4. However, podium definitely was there if there wasn't that lap one. Cause, as I said, as a commentator, I try my best to cover what happened at turn 1 or anything like that, or the first few corners, and I'm sure Rudder would agree with me on this. It is very difficult to try and catch when you try and make sure the leader doesn't get lost and try and keep up with the others that are in the mid-pack. It is a very tough job, so I do apologise if I didn't catch any of the main ones, but AROS is still in the fight for that World Championship, Drivers' Championship. Mikey says, shame the race ended the way it did, but it was a great race, guys. Yeah, absolutely. I lost my voice then. For the final time of asking, please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League on the YouTube channel for all the live race itself. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. We're aiming for at least 10 likes. Will be a massive help, and I say again, will be a massive help to myself, Malk, and Tim. Hopefully will be back next week. He's just unfortunately had to sort out a few personal things tonight, so I wish you made some commentary for this evening at the Dutch Grand Prix. What a way for an absolute classic. 2 races. Rick has completely doubled. He did the win. Unbelievable stuff. He didn't get I don't think he did the fastest lap. I think Ruddo got the last lap on the fastest lap, which helped him get second place to get himself into that Drivers' Championship seat to be in first place. We never know. But here we go, guys. I'm going to shoot off now and recover. Hopefully get better next week. But yeah, cheers for that, guys. I'm going to shoot off now. Hope you're all having a fantastic weekend and enjoy the bank holiday. We'll be back on the 11th of May 2023. Ta-ra, bit. Bye-bye.